I was not going to make two videos in a row this week, but I actually saw this comment while I just got finished the booty call. This shit literally popped up on my phone 1 minute after I was finished my business, and this comment was so ridiculous that I actually said, hey, I'm going to go home. I was going to spend the night, but I actually said, hey, I got to go home, because I saw this fucking comment and I'm like, oh, hell no, I got to make a video immediately, right? And I don't like making these types of videos because I don't want people thinking that this is a dating channel or a dating coach channel. I'm not a fucking dating coach, because you guys know me. Let me put my ring on, man. What the fuck am I doing? Because you guys know me, man. I say skip the coaches and go straight to the source. Go straight to the ultimate source of knowledge and power, nature. And that's essentially why I had to make a reply to this comment. Guys, I'm going to make a video in the future called Men Are Men and Women Are Women, because this comment highlights a couple of things that most men just get wrong and don't understand about women. Okay? Women don't have a type. A major reason I say you must go out and observe nature, you must get off the internet, you must go out and get real life experience application of the knowledge you've obtained in order to see what is true or false. When it comes to women, this is especially true. A lot of men, the main reason most men struggle with women is because most men don't understand that women are not men. I know this sounds ridiculous, but they tackle women in a logical, step-by-step problem solution solving manner, like how men have been trained to do their entire lives. And while there's normally nothing wrong with using logic and trying to find the logic in a situation to get the best outcome, you cannot do that with women. The main reason I say that women don't have a type is because if a woman has 50 bodies, 48 of those bodies are not going to be the type that she has described to you. You should never ask a woman what type of men she's interested in. You should never ask a woman what her type is, because women pick men based on how they feel at that specific moment in time. Okay? Women are emotional. Nothing wrong with that. Men that understand that women are emotional seek to trigger a woman's emotional response. Women become very easy to get and very easy to control once you understand that they're emotional and you learn how to control their emotions. You've got to stop approaching women thinking that they're men. You've got to stop approaching women in a logical, step-by-step, thought-based manner, thinking you're going to get results. This is one of the major reasons the red pill fell so hard, and why people that follow that ideology end up relying on their money to try to get women, because logically it makes sense. Logically, you would think that when women are picking a man to reproduce with, logically you would think that they would pick the man that has the most resources so that their children can be well off. Women don't do this. There is a reason why so many people are going to be born from single mothers. There's a reason why so many people are going to be born in the hood, because women choose men a lot of the times that they know are not going to be good fathers, that they know are not going to be well off financially, that they know are going to put her and her children in a position to where they're going to have to struggle to survive for most of their lives. Now, I'm not saying this makes women bad people. I'm not saying this makes women evil. What I am saying is that a woman's list of priorities are her emotions are always first. How something makes her feel is always first, And that is the primary thing that matters. The main reason you cannot ask a woman her type, the main reason you cannot ask, the main reason you can't listen to what women tell you, really you can't listen to what people in general tell you, but the main reason you can't listen to what women tell you is because they have an incentive not to tell you the truth. If a woman tells you that she wants to have sex with a guy who doesn't look that good, who doesn't have any money, who's basically a bum, and if she accidentally gets pregnant, she knows she's gonna end up living in the hood with her child. If she tells you that the sole reason she wants to basically risk permanently damaging her life to have sex with this guy because he makes her feel a certain way and she doesn't know why he makes her feel a certain way, she's gonna get judged. You're gonna judge her. So what do women usually do? They say some type of politically correct answer as to what their type is or who they want to fuck, etc., so they don't get judged. But women don't have a type in the first place. This is why if you observe one woman for any period of time across 10 years, she'll be dating a different type of guy every single year. I actually saw this firsthand myself earlier because before I went to my booty call, I was talking to another chick, right? And you know, before I made the final move, I had a bad feeling about her. So following my instinct, I kind of felt her out, got her to talk some more, and I realized why I had a bad feeling about her. Despite this chick being no older than 19, she had 3 children, and her baby daddy is in jail. Now, an automatic disqualification for me is I don't mess with women that have children, you know. And you see that blue shirt over there? That's one of my old correctional officer uniforms. So you would think because she has 3 children by a man that's in jail, you would think that her type is a man that's in jail. But I was the opposite of that. I was the fucker watching the people in jail. I was the correctional officer. So women go based off of what they feel at that specific moment in time. The main reason this comment encouraged me to make this video, let's go over it, okay? And Mr. Awesome King, I'm not making this video to single you out or to make you look bad or anything. I'm making this video because a lot of men think like you, and that's why a lot of men just don't get it. So yeah, he basically says that, yeah, there was some guy that tried to use his resources to get women and it didn't work, obviously. Based on my experience, what attracts women is attitude. The strongest factor, talking to them, showing courage, confident. Truth doesn't contradict, right? So he's half correct. How you act is a major factor on if a woman is going to open her legs to you or not. The reason you shouldn't worry about this is because you're not going to know how to act to attract that specific woman. One of the Uber passengers that I had sex with, you know, I was basically being nice to her, right? I was doing what these red pillars say is the ultimate no-no for attracting women, right? Because she was like on some type of drug, and she fell asleep in my car and wouldn't get out of my car, and the security guard advised me to, you know, tell the police and they'll remove her from my car, you know, forcefully, right? And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that, then they'll take her to jail. So I mean, that was my last ride anyways. I got a whole video talking about the story. So I basically went home, I went in my house, I got a pillow and some blankets and basically made her comfortable with my car. I put her head over top of the pillow and covered her up with blankets, and I basically just let her sleep in my car until she got back to normal. And most guys would call that white knighting, simping, being nice to a woman, right? I had sex with that chick the next day because she appreciated what I did for her, right? Now, being nice at that specific moment in time allowed me to fuck that chick. However, I know for a fact that she has fucked a lot of guys that are not nice. So, because I got to know that chick decently well afterwards, right? So, it's all about how you make them feel at that specific moment in time. You can be nice to a chick who doesn't want to be treated nice that day. So your attitude is going to get you rejected or accepted depending on what that woman wants at that specific moment in time. The only way to know if a woman likes you, the only foolproof way to know if a woman wants to have sex with you, if a woman wants a relationship with you, the only way you can possibly know is if you grow some fucking balls and you make a move. You'll know in 5 seconds if that chick likes you or not. You walk up to her, hey, you want to fuck? Or if you want a relationship, hey, can I get to know you better? You'll know in 5 seconds if she likes you or not. All this shit that people try to do where they try to figure out a way to not get rejected, you got to stop being pussies. Rejection is part of the game. Quit trying to figure out how to figure out if a woman is attracted to you without actually making a move on her. The only fucking way you can tell if she likes you is if you make a fucking move. Women don't have a type. Monday she might want to fuck the bad boy, right? Wednesday she may want to fuck the nerd. Friday she may want to fuck her teacher. Thursday she may want to fuck the fat guy. This is why I tell you guys, the next time you have sex with a woman, tell her to show her the men she's had sex with before in her phone. You're going to be flabbergasted at what you see. This goes to the second point he made, looks. I know you will say this is not true, but it really is. You said yourself that women have to be into you and find you sexually attractive, and what would that be? Looks. And this is why I say you guys have got to stop thinking that women are men. Sexual attraction is not just looks. I've scored many chicks online who never saw what I looked like, but they were sexually attracted to me because of my voice. A lot of them said that my voice turned them on. So I know my voice is a powerful weapon among women, right? So, my voice, some of them liked the type of person that they perceived me to be. So men think that sexual attraction automatically means looks because men, for the most part, we're sexually attracted to what we think looks good. But you have got to stop thinking that women are men. What women find sexually attractive is not the same thing men find sexually attractive, right? This is why a lot of guys, when they see ugly motherfuckers, when they see men that they perceive to be ugly motherfuckers getting all the hot chicks, men get confused and they automatically assume, oh, that man must have money, because they don't understand what that ugly guy did to sexually attract that 10 out of 10 supermodel, because they are not on the front lines. They're on the outside looking in. Now, one thing that the red pillars are right about, you do need to have sex with a lot of different women before you truly start to understand how women actually are. Now, looks matter and looks don't matter. If you look like the type of guy that that woman wants to fuck at that specific moment in time, then your looks are going to help you. But if you don't look like the type of guy that woman wants to fuck at that specific moment in time, then your looks are not going to help you. He's saying that it's easy for me because I look like a teenager, and of course that doesn't mean looking like a supermodel, but simply fitting her taste. See, he's half correct and then he's half wrong. Looking younger than you actually are most of the time is actually a detriment, because women, generally speaking, prefer older men. Now, they may not say this out loud, especially if they're still young. If she's still a teenager, she may never admit that she likes older men out loud because she doesn't want her friends judging her, thinking that she's dating pedophiles. So, and this is why you can't ask a woman what her type is, because women are always concerned about their public image, even women that deny this. Don't waste time asking a woman what her type is, because she doesn't have a type in the first place. She's gonna pick the man who makes her feel a certain way at that specific moment in time. Monday it'll be one type of guy, Tuesday it'll be a different type of guy, Wednesday it'll be a different type of guy, right? That's why it's best to not even overthink it. But the second reason is you have absolutely no way of knowing if your looks is what she's looking for at that specific moment in time. That's why it's best not to worry about any of that and just grow some balls and make a move. You'll know in 5 seconds if she's down or not. But anyways, getting back to my point. Oh, let me take a sip of juice real quick. Getting back to my point. Looking like a teenager can actually be detrimental to women. Women my same age, they initially treat me as I'm a child, because they see me as a young guy, and then when they find out that I'm actually their age, they treat me a bit differently. Women look at guys that they think are young as kids. Women, for the most part, want men who they think are older than them. Now, as I start talking, obviously women can tell that I'm a lot older than I look. Looking like I'm young, sometimes that's a detriment for the reason I just explained. Sometimes it's an advantage when talking to women that are younger than me because they think that I'm in their age group. They feel more confident in starting the conversation first. But most men are simply not gonna know what a woman is sexually attracted to in terms of looks, because women have a different standard on what they find physically attractive than men do, okay? Men like feminine looking things, women like masculine looking things. So even though I'm a good looking guy, because I got feminine features like long hair, that can actually be a detriment. You know what I'm saying? Because if a woman wants to have sex with a man that's bald and looks masculine and beats his chest like an alpha male that specific day, then me looking like a teenager can be a detriment. So this is what I'm trying to say, man. Stop analyzing women. Go straight to the source. Go outside, approach women, make moves on women, get busy. That's the only fucking way you're gonna learn how women actually are. Okay? Women are not men. You guys have got to get this through your thick heads. Trying to analyze women and thinking that they're picking men based on how men pick women is gonna forever stagnate you. When you see woman as woman and men as men, you start to elevate greatly in the game. Women care the most about how you make them feel at that specific moment in time. How you make them feel that specific way to where they give you a chance is not something that can be explained. You simply have to go out on the front lines, observe and mess around and see what works and what doesn't work. That's how you become more proficient with dealing with women, But one piece of advice that I will give to guys is a common mistake that I see is that there's never any escalation, right? I get right to the point, Hey, I think you look good. You trying to go out sometime? Hey, you seem interesting. Can I get to know you better? Hey, you want to fuck? I get right to the point. Depending on what my goal is for that specific woman, I get right to the point, right? I start off with escalation. A mistake that a lot of guys make is that they'll because they lack the confidence to just get to the fucking point, grow some balls, and tell the woman what they want. They beat around the bush, they do small talk, they ask how her day is, they talk about fucking baseball, they do all this shit that doesn't matter when the woman is just sitting there thinking in her head, is he gonna fucking ask me out already? Is he gonna ask me back to his place already? Is he gonna escalate this already? Or is he gonna be a fucking pussy and talk about baseball all day? So The only way you know if a woman is attracted to you or not is by fucking making the move and trying to escalate. Don't waste time talking about fucking baseball. Get straight to the point with what you want. She's either going to say yes, no, or maybe. If she says maybe or no, you move on to the next one. If she says yes, then you don't need my fucking, don't go to men for knowledge. Don't go to dating coaches for knowledge. Don't go to me for knowledge. Go straight to the source. You want to know what attracts women? You got to go out there on the front lines and see what attracts women. Don't worry about your looks. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about your attitude, because unless you directly make the move and try to escalate the situation, you're not going to know what she finds sexually attractive in terms of looks and attitude, because she's not going to tell you. If you ask her, she's going to give some politically correct answer that sounds generic, and then when you see her fucking the guy that's absolutely nothing like what she described, you're going to be left there wondering what the fuck. Again, it doesn't make women bad people. It doesn't make women evil. Don't judge women. Simply see them for what they are and adapt accordingly. I'll catch you guys in the next video.